Hi, I'm Bill.
And I'm Terry.
And today we're going to go over RCs and what one's best for you. But let's do the news first.
Alright. New from Axial. Create your own custom scaler with the SEX-10-2 Raw Builder's Kit. Add your choice of body, tires, and wheels, and you have your own custom scaler. Blade releases the flight-ready Blade Inductrix FPV HD Micro Drone. Just add your smart device to view your flights in real time and record them in 1080p brilliance for sharing with friends. New from ECX is the 1/24th scale 4-wheel drive ready-to-run Barrage UV scaler. Comes with an incredibly detailed designed scale body, officially licensed Wild Peak MT tires, new dish wheels and LED lights. Also available in a FPV ready-to-run version. You can now pre-order your Bad Bass Servo from Fatboy. Expected delivery is 11/11. New from Rage, the battery-powered spinner Missile X EP rocket. A safe, convenient way to enjoy hours of fun launching a model rocket into the sky. Reaches heights up to 150 feet, at which point a colorful nylon parachute ejects to provide optimum visibility as your rocket descends. Also from Rage, the new Micro Vintage Stick. This classic appearing aircraft is not only a great way to build RC piloting skills, but also an enjoyable model for the experienced pilot.
Alright, so we decided to do a show because we run into a lot of people that just think RCs are like Walmart, and that's what they sell, right?
Yes.
Radio Shack, they remember. They think they're just for kids. Most of the people, I mean, at least 18 that we have.
Oh yeah.
But there's kids too. They come with their parents, and their parents are usually into it. So it's actually more of an adult hobby, I guess, when you get into it. So these are the speed ones. They look like this. Some have a different body on them. They come what they call brush and brushless. They have buggies. I don't have any here to show you. And they're all basically, I say the same, right? I mean, they're built all different, but I mean, I had this one.
Better.
My body's all taped up, completely busted. I've had this for like 5 years. I've had to put a couple parts into it, and that's the big thing. That's the difference. When you're looking around online, make sure you get parts for whatever you buy. That's the biggest problem.
Yep.
We fix a lot of cars because they just can't find parts for them, and they saw it online, looked like a great deal, goes fast, had a cool movie, but it's completely useless when you can't buy parts for it. We managed to fix a lot of them, but some of these, the gears cost more than the whole car in some cases, just to get the gears, because of where they come from, I guess. So this is a low C, this is a higher end one, this is probably $350. They just stopped making this actually. The new one's at $350. They call them RTR, they come with a radio. They usually don't have a battery, the better ones don't come with a battery. The Red Cats and stuff, we sell a ton of Red Cats, and they're a ton of fun.
The new one does not.
Huh?
The new one does not.
No, well a lot of them do. You can find them where they do come with batteries. I'm trying to get one with a light bulb. This is what a speed one looks, and here's the difference between that and a Walmart car. I had an accident with this one, so that's why I want to show you this. And I broke the thing that carries the axle. And it's not a problem, because I can get parts anywhere I want for this. And even though they don't make it anymore, I'll be able to get parts for a long time, and usually you get upgraded parts, depends on the brand. RPM's the company makes a lot of stuff. And you can fix these. That's the whole idea of spending the money on a good car or truck, is you can fix them. That's what a speed one looks like, and they'll have different kind of bodies on them. My posts are all bent. And this I've had for 5 years, run it quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And I broke this chassis plate, it's a little section here. I bet you I don't have, besides tires, because it does burn up tires, $50 in this in 5 years, and I run it pretty frequently. That's because people use it in our shop.
I've run it, so it's...
It won't stand her, so. And they're made to last a little better, it depends on the brand. That's all it is. And they all the cars and trucks usually have a remote like this. There's no more sticks or anything. Steer, throttle, and what else? What do you find people have questions with? Anything? No.
The battery's a lot.
Yeah, batteries are a big question. Try to get a LiPo battery if you're going to get a ready to run. They're called RTRs. Those are by far the best battery, and if you're into the hobby, it's what you're gonna get eventually. Nickel metal comes with them. That's it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But you need a whole different charger. Even when you buy a level, you also got to buy a charger if you don't have one. You can't go from nickel metal use the same charger. A lot of people don't know that, are new to the hobby. And again, the advantage is you can buy parts for them. There's a lot of cheap, affordable ones, but they don't make parts for them, so they're not worth buying. I don't think. You?
No.
Unless you're handy, you can make stuff.
Yeah.
But even this dog bone, they call these the axles on them. There's certain lengths and stuff, and you have one or you don't. And you can try to retrofit stuff, but it usually doesn't work with dog bones. And gears are a real big deal too. So that's what speed stuff looks like. This is called 10 scale. That's 10 scale size. They make them 1/8, and you gotta be careful because some of the 8 scales are like this big, and they don't look like they're only a little bit bigger scale wise, but they're very big. But some are normal. What you think an 8 scale would be. Let's get into what do you got next.
I got it.
Crawling's the hugest thing now. Everyone
Moto.
does it. You know what I mean? Actually, this is the remote for that.
Yes.
So this would come with that, and this is the biggest thing. It looks like a real truck. It crawls really well. This has upgraded tires on it, but it's bone stock. Other than that, this was you're looking at $330 for something like this. But the things you can do to them is, I think, why people buy them.
Oh,
This had a bunch of accessories with it. I think I took them off.
People are crazy with this stuff.
Yeah, and they got all kinds of stuff for
You
them
know.
too. All kinds of companies make it. There's a lot of plastic printed stuff you can do with them. Red Cat even has Gen 7. If you ever hear Red Cat Gen 7, they have programs that you can just download for free if you have a plastic printer. So these are super popular, and this is a 10 scale. And this is, they got other kinds too. You got your own?
I do.
This is what they call a scale truck. And this is what they call a shafty truck. And this is the difference in the trucks. This can do that. This can do that. And I'm looking at the back wheel. When does the back wheel start to tip? See that? And some are better. I mean, this is just my truck. And this, I mean, right out of the box, it's just, see when the back tire picks up? Completely different ball game. This completely outperforms this. Yeah, this is what everyone buys because it's cool, looks cool. You can buy all kinds of different bodies for them. These usually don't have a. Terry put this on. This is her. It's her competition truck she's building. And you haven't run it. Well, you fun ran it. She hasn't comped with it yet. And we're having a comp this weekend. That's why we're talking about it because a lot of new people have interest. So we figured we'd talk about it. So that's the difference between a shafty and a scale truck. Now they make. This is a low-C Nightcrawler. It's an old one because it's blue. The newer ones are red. And the even newer ones, I don't even know what color they are. But these are the ones everyone seems to like. They change some stuff. And they make Red Cat, like a Red Cat rock slide, if you ever looked that up. That's what they call MOA, and that means the motor's on the axle. So it would have 2 motors. Basically the same idea though. They've got a ton of flex. The rock slide comes with rear steering. These are only front steering. You can convert these to rear steer too if you want to, so you can have 4-wheel steering. Not many people do.
No, few, but not many.
And the rock slide comes with it. That's a cool truck. You can go anywhere.
Yes, sir.
What else am I missing? What's the big differences? That's the big differences I know. Off the top of my head. All kinds of tire options. When you get to this stuff, even the fast ones, all kinds of stuff you can do to them. But rock crawling, they make them look real. A lot of them, it's just, but they're expensive. These were $40 a pair. These are pit bull tires. And that's no rims. That's a tire. Depends on the compound, what they made them out of, and all that good stuff. Terry has stock Gen 7
Yes.
tires on her low. It crawls really well too. So I don't know. You're gonna put 2 book tires on? I think you have to. So we're learning the rules of that ourselves. What else you got?
I got the big boy.
Got the big one? Alright. So, they also make them up to this big if you guys haven't seen them. this is a Red Cat clawback. This comes ready to run, I think, with a battery.
Yes.
We don't buy many of these, and that's what a 5th scale is. Now that's a 5th scale crawler. This one has rear steer, so you can steer all the wheels. This is actually my test rig for 5th scale servos. That's why I even have it, because someone traded it in. It used to be Corey's old truck. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's completely huge, and you have to have somewhere to use it.
Yes.
This, it's very powerful too. Oh, this has MOA. See, that's motor on axles. Point of the back corner. Got 2 of them on it.
I see it. Under there somewhere. There we
There
go.
they are. So that's what MOA is. That's what 4-wheel steering is. This thing's got it all. I think they're gonna run you like $600. You'll probably have more fun with the 10 scale. This is that. Seems really cool till you buy it. Never use it kind of truck. And now drones we'll talk about. I know very little.
Yeah, and I know less.
No, you know what I mean. What I can tell you is, and they come drones. Anyone I've seen, they come with radios like the old stick-looking ones, but they move every which way. General rule of this is, the less you pay, the harder they are to fly.
Yeah.
And the bigger ones fly easier than the small ones.
Yes.
You get a good small one though. Inductress, I've flown.
Yeah, that's pretty
They got
nice.
headgear that's cool. You fly around your house with them. They don't last a long time, but you can spend some money on them. But that Inductress wasn't cheap. And if you get a camera with it, it's a lot of money, and they want you to buy their radio. But we get a lot of drones that don't work. I got one at the shop for months now, and I can't find a motor that will work with this. And the way it is, I can't just put any motor I want in it. It's an odd size. It was a good deal online for somebody. $100 had a camera, and this one has a camera too, right on the radio. This was a decent one. This was actually my dad bought this to take something in the air. Never even drove it. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, make sure you can get parts for them. Drones especially. Drones always look great, and they have awesome movies for them. But get one you can get parts for. They're awesome. Even the cheap ones are awesome.
Fun.
And the better quality ones, they'll follow you around. They'll stay level. It's a different experience than buying a Walmart drone and then buying a good one. And I far from know anything about drones, but I looked them up, and I actually emailed the FAA about it and everything, trying to find out how I can sign people up. And if it's over half a pound, you got to register it and have a number on it. And that's not much.
No.
There's a lot of drones around that got away more than that people just fly around. They got to catch you, and you got to be doing something wrong, I guess. Or I don't know the rules of that, but they can fine you pretty heavy if they wanted to. So don't get one over half a pound if you don't want to deal with it, and make sure you get parts for it when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
The last one's planes. Now this is what's left of my. This is a Champ. And it got stuck in a tree. It was $80, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
$90. Ready to run, has battery, everything's awesome. And I did everything they told me not to. And it got stuck in a tree. It sat in the tree for
Oh, months.
months and months and months. Rain. All I needed was a new battery. I was so happy. I took it out in the driveway. I could take off good with it. And I landed in the dog pen. Literally seconds.
Yes.
Roxy, she actually just died yesterday too. Roxy chewed it up, and this is all that was left anyways. So, listen to what they tell you. Don't fly it in the wind and all that, because it's true. You can't fly them. So I haven't had good luck with aircraft stuff, and I'm far from a professional in it, but I can tell you, anything you buy, and this you get parts for it too. This was $90, ready to run, was fun, I think, as long as I've
I
flown
don't
it.
know.
And just do what they tell you to do. They're finicky, because they're made of foam and stuff, so the wind throws them around. They got better ones too that will stabilize themselves, and they makes it more fun. I went right to the lowest cost hobby grade one. And look for hobby grade, because that means you can get parts usually. Or at least they intend for you to take them apart and put them together. That's about it. And stay away from
Yes.
any RC all lane-based stuff anyways, I'm not sure about this stuff. The receiver that your radio runs on, make sure it has separate servo and separate receiver and separate electronic speed controller. Because some of the better ones that are pretty good, they're all in one, and when something does break, it costs a lot of money because you gotta buy the whole unit. And you think you're buying a decent vehicle, but once it does break, there's a lot of money to be spent. Because you can't just buy the separate pieces, it's a unit. So be careful of that, and they try to hide it. So usually you can tell by the picture if it has separate ESC, electronic speed controller, if it has a separate servo, and receiver. Receiver is the biggest thing, because if you want to add lights and do anything to it, if you have nothing to plug into, it's a pain. And it's expensive when you go to replace it. What else you got? About it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. So that's just kind of the difference between Walmart and some of the online deals you see versus a hobby grade vehicle. And buy them at your local hobby shop instead of online if you can.
Yes.
That's it. Alright.
I
Well, that's
guess
it this
so.
week, and we will see you next week. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.